Rajat Sethi respond to that? Because, you know, many of these incidents date back to the first week of May. A few of them latter half of May and June, but most of them 3rd and 4th of May. Now we are towards the end of July. The fear is that even if there was evidence, it may not exist on the in reality. Should that, Rajat Sethi, worry us, the lack of faith in the way in which this case has been handed over to the CBI almost just before the Supreme Court was to hear the matter?
Rajdeep ji, good evening. I echo the sentiments that are coming here that, CBI might not be the fit organization here, but then you don't have any other topmost investigating agency beyond the CBI. We all know that. We can't have the investigation done by the Scotland Yard. It is the CBI essentially which will have to go through the painstaking exercise of collecting the forensic evidences and ensuring that justice is delivered to all of these cases. You are right. All 80 to 90% of the incidences that we have been discussing and you have been discussing have been limited to the 4th, 5th, 6th May violence. One of the other cases that you have been tracking pretty well has been one of the MLAs, which was Poo Valte, which I've got a chance to interact with you, and you have millions of followers. Everybody in Manipur, Rajdeep, looks up to your show. Therefore, I just wanted to point out, because you haven't corrected, even Balteji got support from the Manipur government in its due course of time. As soon as he was injured, he was airlifted with all the airlifting, charter facility, etc., provided by the government. And every day when he was in Apollo Hospital, he was taken care of by the OST to the Chief Minister, who also happened to be a visiting doctor at Apollo. I wanted to point this out because you are a responsible journalist, and this is an important thing that needs to be reiterated.
Yeah,
because
nobody doubts. No, Rajat, nobody said that Mr. Valte, the MP, and will play. The condition in which he is extremely sad. The point is the family appreciates, I'm sure, the fact that he was flown down by a chartered plane. He was looked out. I was told 5 lakhs was paid. But 1 minute, sir.
You brought certain things which were factually incorrect. I just wanted to correct you. Because you haven't tweeted about it. Ideally, you go about even correcting yourself whenever you deem it fit.
I in fact have written a full blog on that, which you will see tomorrow. My question to you, Rajat, is this. Even in Mr. Valte's case, who's an MLA, and I want to tell our viewers, 3-time Manipuri MLA, grievously assaulted in the heart of Imphal on the 4th of May, then flown to Delhi. None of the attackers have been identified and arrested. You see, that most of these FIRs are against unknown persons. So people have not been arrested, and now 2.5 months have elapsed. So who's going to be caught? There are two parts of it. Where is the accountability?
Rajdeep, should be handed over to the CBI. It's an important case because, on that day, a cabinet meeting was called. A lot of Kuki MLAs were also part of that cabinet meeting, and all of them were advised not to go out on the street. Unfortunately, Poo Valte went out on the street and he was brutally attacked. Another thing that was mentioned, that he was given electric shocks. The medical report of RIMS Hospital in Imphal claims that there is no such evidence an electric shock was given.
This was a claim by the family. This was the family's claim.
But you should have corrected by, looking for more evidences and corroborating your story, which you didn't do. You are a very senior journalist, Rajdeep.
I am asking you now, Rajat, you see, Rajat, the family has given their version. You are giving
what kind of a message Kuki brothers and sisters will get? They will.
Has he not been grievously assaulted? Whether it is electric shock or not, he was tortured and grievously assaulted. Yes or no? The key is those responsible for it. Mr. Rajat Sethi, the limited point I'm asking you, those grievously who assaulted him, why are they not arrested?
The top of the order journalists, people like you should know how to do reporting in ethnic clashes. You know everything. Once you say that something has happened without corroborating it, the sentiments Kuki people will get even more hurt. The reactions, there are painful lives at stake.
Rajat Sethi, I have been very careful in all my reporting on this. At no stage, I have given the family
reporting on that issue, and I'm just correcting because I'm duty bound to do that.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Now, coming to the moot point. Yes. Coming back to the debate. I agree with Vrindaji that yes, there are very few evidences so far. The police administration, it has been accused that it has been 70 days, 80 days, but remember that the principal job of the police, paramilitary and the military, which is on the ground, is to ensure violence. There is still sporadic violence happening on all the areas where, the hill and the valley meet, the
But
foothill areas.
Rajat, you didn't answer my
So
question. I appreciate you didn't answer my question. It is now 2.5 months since the MLA's attackers. I'm giving that as an instance. There may be many others, of course. FIRs are being filed against unknown persons. And therefore,
Yes.
the lack of arrests, the lack of accountability as a result is troubling. Do you really believe, for example, now even in Mr. Valte's case, that the CBI entering it as the family wants will resolve it?
See, I can only pray to God that he recovers his health, and that is something which is of paramount importance. And if he can identify among the mob who were those faces who had attacked him, ultimately the entire justice system relies on evidences, on forensic evidences.
There was a PSO. There was a PSO who escaped. No. There was his PSO who escaped. He can identify them.
That's plain and simple. How can you build a case? So therefore, even in this, once this video surfaced, you clearly could spot every single individual in that mob. Otherwise, a mob means 1,000 people. How do you go around arresting 1,000 people when there are live operations happening? Even the armed forces, the India's military is finding it hard to control the violence on the streets. How can you imagine the Manipur police to be able to, go out collecting evidences? Right now, our Kuki brothers and sisters are not able to travel to Imphal, where the cases are registered. How will they go out and identify people and help the police to collect those evidences so that you can build a solid case before the courts? The courts will rely on those evidences, Rajdeep ji, you know that.
No, let me take that to ML Sharma.
CBI is going to investigate all of these things, and I believe all these cases should be brought out of Manipur so that there is confidence in both the Meiteis and the Kuki community. There have been 6,000 plus FIRs which have been filed, and due justice has to be given to all of these 6,000 FIRs. That's the limited point that I want